You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, we have got your latest spoilers for next week on the CBS soap, including Billy Abbott getting extremely violent and attacking Adam Newman out of the blue. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we've got Y&R spoilers for the week of October 27th, including the Billy and Adam fight, and Phyllis trying to make a shady deal with Victor, and Cane giving Jack and Diane a dire warning. Please click subscribe if you aren't following us yet, and let's get into it. So I want to start with crazy, unhinged Phyllis Summers. At the end of this week, she was still lying to Cane Ashby and saying she did not steal his AI program. But of course, Phyllis absolutely stole that AI program. She lied right to his face, and then Cane told Phyllis if it's true that she didn't take it, then Cane wants Phyllis to help him find out who stole the AI so they can get it back. And Phyllis is telling Cane it's obvious to her Victor Newman's the one that stole the AI program. This is all part of her little plot. So Phyllis told Cane she thinks Victor was using Newman media to throw Cane off his game with those scathing articles, the hit pieces that upset him so much. And Phyllis is saying that Victor's going to use the AI to destroy Cane's company, Arabesque. So he's wondering who hacked into his IT department and stole the AI program for Victor. But we all know who it was. So Cane tells Phyllis that he'll handle Victor, and the fact that the AI was stolen is also slowing down Cane's plan to get his kids and Lily to forgive him. He doesn't need this complication. He wasn't planning on using the program. He was going to let somebody safe have it or destroy it, and Jill asked for it. He should have just given it to her. So, at the same time, Cane tells Phyllis he wants her to keep working on a way to restore his image. Cane says he'll distract Victor, and then, she can help get the AI software back. So Phyllis agrees, and Cane's saying, I knew I could count on you. Thing is, neither Phyllis nor Cane are buying what the other one's selling. They're both lying to each other, and they both know it. Because once Cane leaves Phyllis's suite at the GCAC, he made a call to have Phyllis monitored. Every single move she makes, he's going to have watched. And Cane wants to know all of this because he really has no doubt that Phyllis is the one that hacked in and stole his missing AI program. Problem is, Cane can't prove it, and the program is gone. So as soon as he left her room, we saw Phyllis texting Victor and saying they need to meet and that it's urgent. So in official Young and the Restless spoilers for next week, we've got Phyllis meeting up with Victor, and she tells him that she stole Cane's AI program. And Phyllis wants to make a deal with Victor and asks if he's interested. And I'm sure he's gonna be. Victor may not act too eager. He may want some proof that Phyllis really has it, but obviously Victor wants this program. So Phyllis is doing something very dangerous by lying to Cane and playing Victor off against Cane. And based on the fact that Cane's having Phyllis tracked and followed, I'm sure he's going to know that she runs to meet Victor right after the AI goes missing. So I'm sure Cane is smart enough to know that 1 + 1 = 2 and realize that, 100% Phyllis stole the program. But the question is, what can Cane do about it? Realistically, there's a very good chance this is going to blow up in Phyllis's face, because most things do, I do remember that Cane was talking about letting Billy use the program and thinking he was in charge of it, but Cane would be controlling it remotely. So I do wonder if there's still some kind of backdoor in the program that Cane can access. But in the end, I doubt Phyllis is going to get a big win out of this. And she's betraying literally the only person in Genoa City who gives her the time of day at all. And speaking of this big betrayal, Cane also takes big steps next week, according to Young and the Restless spoilers. We're going to see him heading over to the Abbott mansion and he warns Jack and Diane. So Cane is going to tell Jack and Diane that there's potentially a very serious threat to Jabot. I don't think Cane thinks that Phyllis will launch it at their company. But Cane has probably figured out by that point that Phyllis ran to Victor, and Cane knows that if Victor cut a deal with her, then the mustache will use the AI to target Jack and Jabot because he's got that big grudge, and that's exactly what Victor told Cane he wanted to do. So I'm sure that Jack is going to be smart and he'll take Cane's warning seriously. Also, I do wonder if Cane tells Jack and Diane that it's Phyllis who stole the AI and took it to Victor. But it would also be interesting if Cane's got some sort of countermeasure or some kind of virus protection sort of program against the AI. Like when people design a disease and they also design the vaccine or the cure, you know, maybe Cane's got something that he can offer to Jack to prevent the AI from infiltrating Jabot. That would be something really funny to see Victor come up against. And then, of course, the biggest and most explosive drama next week on Young and the Restless is between Adam and Billy. As this week ends, we've got Sally and Billy disagreeing over her hiring Audra to be part of the executive team at Abbott that they're trying to get up and running again. Billy doesn't want Audra there, and he was pressing Sally to run it by his mom, Jill, for approval since she is financing the company. But Sally doesn't think she needs to because, first of all, Jill's a silent partner. And second, Sally doesn't want Jill to think that she's going to run every decision by her. Smart thinking on Sally's part. So on the heels of that discussion looks to be when Adam saunters into the GCAC with Chelsea. So I don't know, maybe Adam's taunting Billy about working for Sally because he's a loser who can't run his own company. Something, you know, something sets Billy off, something big. No matter what it is that Adam says, though, Billy seems to overreact and he hauls off and he brutally punches Adam. Billy savagely attacks Adam so badly, he knocks him completely down to the floor right in the lobby of the GCAC, and Chelsea is looking on in horror and shock. And of course, this is terrible timing for Billy to do this because not only does it make him look bad to Chelsea, but it makes Adam look like the victim, and he may be in this case. And I don't think Sally is going to appreciate Billy doing this either because it could make headlines in Newman media, which is an embarrassment Sally doesn't need as she's planning to try and relaunch Abbott. Jill may even call Sally to threaten funding because she doesn't have Billy under control. And if his attack on Adam screws up Abbott, I think Sally is going to lose it. Also watch next week for Sienna to deliver some dirt to Kyle about Audra. We know Sienna doesn't like Audra one bit, but she does like Holden. So Sienna's not going to give Kyle any ammo on Claire's new guy, but Audra is another matter entirely. We head into November sweep starting Thursday and Friday of next week, and Young and the Restless is going to get into some fun stuff. And be sure to check back tomorrow for our full weekly spoilers video for the week of October 27th through the 31st.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.